Well, I think what we're seeing is really an unprecedented attack by Hamas against Israel. And what's really shocking and disappointing, some progressive Democrats seem to be taking the side of Hamas, the terrorist organization, rather than Israel. Remember what Hamas is doing. They're firing rockets from civilian territory into civilian territory, and they're using the own Palestinian people as human shields. I mean, this fits the definition of fundamental terrorism. And I think this is where the world needs to step up and say this should not be allowed. I think that's where we have something called like the United Nations. Yeah, terrorists attacking, a sovereign state should not be allowed. It should be condemned by all. Yet we're seeing some in the Democrat Party, especially Representative Ocasio-Cortez. She calls Israel an apartheid state, and they have a resolution, or actually they had a bill in Congress, the BDS, to punish Israel, to boycott them, to divest them, and to have them give sanctions against Israel. So part of the Democrat Party is really anti-Israel, and in this case, to me, that means they're actually pro-terrorist.
Robin, this could be problematic too, because the vast majority of people who identify as being of Jewish faith tend to be Democrats. So this could be a little problematic. What do you think?
It could be problematic. And like you said in the lead to the segment, look, this has been going on for years. I don't know that there's going to be a ceasefire. The Biden administration has said that we would love to try and broker one if they have the guts to do that. I just don't see it really happening. But look, I was glad to see President Biden stand up for Israel and condemn Hamas. That needed to be done. And these progressive Democrats, we're just a reminder that this is a very small percentage. We're talking about Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and the squad compared to the 435 members that are there. We're talking about basically 4 people. So they can say all they want, but that doesn't speak to the larger group of Democrats who are in support of this and trying to, hoping against hope that we can broker a ceasefire.